two programs have rocked the establishment more than these two, and it's built a rivalry between them that's been nasty at times. It's had its fair share of cheap shots and ruined seasons, all in the quest for the milk can. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense will get the football first. The Broncos pulled out a close one against the Bulldogs the last time they met.
That was a big win by Boise State, too. That's one their fans have been celebrating, and the players carrying that milk can trophy off the field. They're hoping to do that again today.
And I think having an opportunity to make another statement or to revenge some of that, right? That's the beautiful thing about the rivalry games. It sticks with you. It's posted all over social media everywhere, and you got a chance at redemption.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Bulldozes his way through. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Broncos are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Spin, still running. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Fresno State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Quick release by the QB. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. snap to the back. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fresno State will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll put it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Thompson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Fresno State will have to punt it away.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period, 1st down here. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. But it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State. I think that's when people around the country started paying more attention to this rivalry.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Makes one man miss. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Reads it, fires complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fresno State will have to punt. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Finally,
turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Nose tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack and the big nose tackle?
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Finds his man down the middle. Drag down, Medell, move the sticks for a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Motion from the back. Just keeps slinging it. Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And it'll be downed right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bates. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, all week, the Broncos and Bulldogs tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive,
trying to get behind the defense. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and throws out the RPO. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Boise State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter, sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, but they can't move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the heat. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Gets it out fast. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
He'll toss it. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Thompson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We reach the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes. They've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game, and you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Looking downfield on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And how about that? In the fourth quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Off the RPO, complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out.
Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Using his legs, it's Thompson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are all tied up here in the waning moments. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown Broncos! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big time?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab on the left side. He's running free down the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication now.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Pass. Now we're to 3rd and goal. You'd like to see this part of the field where you can exert some of that physicality, run the football. I know you're doing it. I know the field shrinks, but I'm going to be tougher than you, more physical than you. I'm going to run the football then.
Touchdown, Fresno State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He will be stopped short of the goal line. The big gamble to take the lead with the 2-point conversion attempt does not pay off. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. So Boise State takes down Fresno State, and these two often use each other as a measuring stick. That's how rivalries are born, and this one certainly delivered. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.